Hello fun and learning student of class 8th. In previous video we have discussed what is United Nations and just a little historical background of United Nations organization. Now in this video we will discuss the historical background and the reason of formation of United Nations. So in this video we will discuss it. Now formation, all of you know about First World War and Second World War. That in First World War, it has caused enormous loss of life and property all over the world. So, after the First World War, League of Nations was formed. Why it was formed? To maintain peace amongst the nations and to prevent the Second World War. This League of Nations was formed. But this League of Nations was failed miserably and Second World War has happened. So it was failed, and in Second World War it has caused even more greater destruction and suffering than the First World War. The suffering and destruction was enormous scale in comparison to the First World War, and all you know about that. In the Second World War, nuclear bomb was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This was undropped. So what has happened that now in Second World War, the world in world level, some countries are now possessing the nuclear technology and they have nuclear bombs. So if third world war happened, that because of the failure of the League of Nations, if third world war broke out, then nuclear weapon would wipe out the whole of humankind from the face of the earth. So this was a serious issue and concern related to the extinction of humankind. That's why it was felt that of an international organization so that it could prevent the Third World War. That's why United Nations organization, that is U.N.O, came into being. So some of world leaders, they have initiated this idea, and famous in that leaders, that is Franklin D. Roosevelt this is your president of United States, and the Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister of Britain. They have together initiated that idea of making such an international organization which could prevent the Third World War and to maintain the world peace. So their idea was supported by other countries, and in October 1944, representatives from some countries met at Dumbarton Oaks in the USA to prepare a draft proposal, and in April 1945 a conference was held in San Francisco. So this was the process. So finally on 24th October 1945 United Nations came into being, and on this day, that is 24th October, that is United Nations Day, UN Day, celebrated all over the world every year. So because on this formation day. So this was the background and historical background that why United Nations came into being, and what is its aim to prevent the Third World War and not a nuclear war take place in whole world, and to maintain the peace in the whole world. That is why United Nations was formed. So this was your historical background. In next video we'll discuss other important topic of this chapter. So thank you student. Thank you very much.